some thoughts on the match.
Yeah, it was a tough match. Alex, she's a really tough opponent, especially here on grass. I think her game it's perfect here. So it was tough battle, and I'm happy that I make it through. But yeah, I think it was a good match.
The grass is immaculate. The Royal Box is packed with tennis royalty, and a 21-year-old from Cousin City has just played the match of her life. She didn't win. The scoreboard reads 6-4, 4-6, 6-3 in favor of Jasmine Paolini. The dream run that captivated the tennis world has come to an end after 2 hours and 22 minutes of gripping tennis. But in defeat, Alex Eala has done something far more powerful than any victory could have achieved. She has won every heart in center court. As she walks to the net to shake Pini's hand, the crowd rises. Not a polite applause, a standing ovation. A roar that shakes the hallowed grounds of SW19. The same crowd that had been on the edge of their seats for over 2 hours is now on their feet cheering for the woman who lost. Because in tennis, sometimes the scoreboard doesn't tell the whole story. Sometimes the player who walks off the court in defeat is the one who leaves the greatest legacy. And watching from the shadows, nursing his own injury, is a man who knows exactly what it takes to win on this court. A 2-time Wimbledon champion, a player who was forced to withdraw from this year's tournament due to a wrist injury. A man who has been following Aya's journey with growing fascination, Carlos Alcaraz. He saw her dismantle the defending champion. He saw her fight back from a set down. He saw her break down in tears of gratitude after the loss. And now he has just said something that will send shockwaves through the tennis world. What a fighter. She's going to win this tournament one day. This is the story of that moment. This is the story of what Carlos Alcaraz said about Alex Eala after the Pini match and why it shocked fans everywhere. Let's begin. To understand why Alcaraz's words carried so much weight, you have to understand what Aya had already achieved and what she did on that court against Jasmine Paolini. Just 2 days earlier, Eala had done the unthinkable. She had beaten Egate, the defending champion, the 6-time Grand Slam winner on center court. She had become the first player from the Philippines to reach the 4th round of a Grand Slam in the Open era. She had made history. Now, standing across the net was Jasmine Paolini, the 13th seed, the 2024 Wimbledon finalist, a woman who knew exactly what it took to win on this surface. The match was a battle from the very first point. Paolini struck first, breaking Eala's serve to take a 5-3 lead in the opener. Eala refused to fold. She erased 2 set points and broke back, raising hopes of stealing the set. But Paolini broke again, sealing the first set 6-4. The second set was a statement. Eala came out aggressively. She broke Paolini's serve to move ahead 2-1. Paolini broke straight back, but Eala broke again to edge ahead 4-3. With the match on a knife edge, Paolini surged to a 0-40 lead on Eala's serve. But the Filipina displayed remarkable composure, reeling off 5 consecutive points to erase the 3 break points and hold for a commanding 5-3 advantage. She confidently served out the set to force a decider. But in the third set, Paolini's experience ultimately prevailed. The Italian took control, winning the final 3 games to book her place in the quarterfinals. 6-4, 4-6, 6-3. Eala had lost, but she had fought until the very end, and the crowd knew they had witnessed something special. It was a tough match, Paolini said afterward. Alex, she's a really tough opponent, especially here on grass. I think her game is perfect here. Carlos Alcaraz was not at Wimbledon this year. The 2-time champion had been forced to withdraw due to a lingering wrist injury. He had called missing the tournament extremely painful, but that didn't mean he wasn't watching. From his home in Spain, Alcaraz had been following Eala's run with growing fascination. He had seen her stun the defending champion. He had seen her become the first Filipino to reach the 2nd week of a Grand Slam. And now he had seen her fight until the very end against Paolini. What a match. Alcaraz reportedly said, "What a fighter. She never gave up. She pushed Paolini to the limit. That takes heart. That takes courage. That takes something special." The words were simple, but the weight behind them was staggering. A 2-time Wimbledon champion, A man who knows exactly what it takes to win on the biggest stage was praising a 21-year-old from the Philippines. I was watching from home and, honestly, I couldn't look away.
She's got something.
The way she moves, the way she reads the game, the way she handles pressure, she's already playing like a top 10 player. She's going to win this tournament one day. I truly believe that. The tennis world was stunned. Social media exploded. Alcaraz, who had been sidelined by injury, had just made a prediction that would send shockwaves through the sport. When a two-time Wimbledon champion speaks, people listen. And what Alcaraz was saying about Eala was sending shockwaves through the tennis world. Alcaraz's praise was not just about one match. It was about what Eala represents. It was about the future of the sport itself. She's going to win this tournament one day, Alcaraz said. Those words echoed across the tennis world. They were a recognition that Eala's impact went far beyond the court. She was inspiring a generation. She was showing the world that a young woman from a country with no grass court tradition could conquer the biggest stage in tennis. Alcaraz knows exactly what it takes to win at Wimbledon. He has done it twice. He understands the unique challenges of the grass, the mental fortitude required, the ability to handle pressure on the biggest stage, and he believes EA has what it takes. The way she fought back in that second set, that was special. That was champion mentality. When you see a player with that kind of fight, that kind of belief, you know she's going to be around for a long time. She's going to win this tournament one day. I truly believe that the tennis world was watching, and they were moved. Alcaraz's prediction was not empty hype. It was based on evidence, on the things he had seen in Eala's game that others were only beginning to notice. Her tactical intelligence, her ability to adapt, her refusal to back down even when the odds were stacked against her. She's got the game for grass. She's got the mentality. And she's got the support of an entire nation behind her. That's a dangerous combination. Alcaraz was not the only one who took notice of Eala's heroic fight. Billie Jean King, the 39-time Grand Slam champion and founder of the WTA, had already embraced Eala after her victory over Swiatek. She called Eala such an inspiration for kids in the Philippines and all over the world. Roger Federer was in the stands watching from the Royal Box. The 8-time Wimbledon winner had seen it all, but even he was moved by what he witnessed. Maria Sharapova, Eala's childhood idol, also weighed in. "What a star," she commented. But perhaps the most significant reaction came from the Filipino people. They had rallied behind Eala like never before. Nurses from Birmingham, engineers from Berlin, students from Melbourne, families from Toronto, each one carrying a flag, each one chanting her name. The social media tributes poured in by the thousands. The phrase Eala Mania trended across platforms. Fans shared videos of her post-match interview, each one accompanied by tears and messages of gratitude. "Because I am emotional doesn't mean I am satisfied," Eala had said after her victory over Swiatek. She wasn't satisfied. She wanted more. And now she had proven that she belonged among the best in the world. "I try to be as authentic as I can. I believe in being genuine. I believe in my values," she said. So this exposure, this platform that I have has really allowed me to self-reflect. It tallows me to become the best version of myself. Eala is no longer just a tennis player. She is a movement, a symbol of hope, a symbol of what is possible when you refuse to give up. Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. called her a real inspiration for the nation. The defeat to Paolini was not the end of Alexandra Eala's story. It was just the beginning. Despite the loss, Eala walked away with a career-best Wimbledon performance and prize money worth €300,000 for reaching the fourth round. She is projected to improve her career-best ranking of number 29 when the WTA updates its rankings. But the victory was about more than rankings and prize money. It was about belief. It was about validation. It was about showing the world that a 21-year-old from a country with no grass court tradition could conquer the biggest stage in tennis. Everyone has days when they don't play their best tennis. I understand that's part of the job. I don't think I'm going to be playing the best tennis of my life every single day. I don't expect that, Eala said with refreshing honesty. And now she had the backing of a 2-time Wimbledon champion. She's going to win this tournament one day, Alcaraz had said. Those words will echo long after the controversy fades. They will become a reminder that greatness recognizes greatness, that the sports legends see something special in the next generation. The loss to Paolini was not a failure. It was a stepping stone, a reminder that even the most magical runs must come to an end. A reminder that the journey is just as important as the destination. Eala left center court with her hands shaped into a heart and a simple mantra for her millions of followers. "I'm leaving with my head held high." She lost the match, but she won every tennis fan's heart. And that, my friends, is a victory that will last forever. And that, my friends, is how a 21-year-old from Kazakhstan City walked onto center court, lost the match, but won the hearts of millions. She fought until the very end. She cried tears of gratitude. She dedicated her journey to the little girl with ruffled socks and light-up shoes. And when she walked off the court, the entire stadium rose to its feet. The standing ovation said everything. Billie Jean King called her an inspiration. Roger Federer watched from the royal box. Maria Sharapova called her a star. And Carlos Alcaraz, the two-time Wimbledon champion, made a prediction that sent shockwaves through the sport. She's going to win this tournament one day. The tennis world was stunned. The fans were moved. And one thing is certain, Alexandra Eala has arrived, and she is just getting started. This is the rise of a phenomenon. This is the rewriting of tennis history.